Some table tennis news where there was more evidence that the changing of the guards in the sport locally is well and truly on. The talented Brittany Joseph claimed the solo national title with a solid win over the 11-time former champ Aleena Edwards, claiming her second title with a 4-1 triumph in the final. But she took a backseat to another talented youngster in Aaron Wilson, who stormed back from 3 sets down to edge Curtis Humphries 4-3 in a thrilling final. It was the present meeting the future in this one, as the top dog in local tennis, Curtis Humphries, battled the youngster Aaron Wilson. And for a while it looked like the professor would school the pupil, as Humphries pounced early and led in this one. He took the first set 11-8, and deservedly so, as Wilson was slow out of the blocks. It was more of the same in the second, as Wilson continued to gift Humphries points to add to the ones he earned himself. For Humphries it was plain sailing, as he also took the second set 11-8 for a 2-0 lead. He would also tack on a third for good measure, taking that one 11-4 for a commanding 3-0 lead heading into the fourth. There, Wilson dug deep and started to play his best tennis. Almost simultaneously, the bottom fell out of Humphries' game, as shots he was hitting with his eyes closed earlier suddenly deserted him, and he couldn't find a target. Wilson pounced and stole the fourth 11-3. He would claw his way back to level at 3 apiece, taking the fifth 12-10 as both men came alive in this one. He took the sixth at 11-7 to draw level in the game and set up a decisive 7th and deciding set. Again, both men were eyeballing each other, and it came down to who would blink first. They were tied at 8 apiece, again at 9 apiece, and were still level pegging at 13-all when Wilson pulled off this stunner. From there, he took control and put the squeeze on Humphries, who was a desperate man at this stage. Then Wilson held his nerve the longest and eventually produced the nail in the coffin to complete an amazing comeback to win the decider 15-13 and the match 4-3 to lift his first solo national title, leaving a game Humphries to wait for his second while wondering what might have been.